I showed this haul that I got the other day from like one of my favorite vintage antique thrift shops. And I thought I'd make a video to show what I do when they're covered in these kind of stickers. So sometimes they're removable. So I'm going to try to remove them. But if not, I'm going to use this undo sticker remover to peel them off. And I thought I would show you how I do that in case anybody, you know, if you ever see this video, if you buy things at, you know, secondhand charity shops with stickers on them, like sometimes I'll see things and I just won't get them because of the sticker. But I went ahead and got these because I really loved the back of these here. Because these cards are coffee advertisements. They would come with the coffee as kind of like the bonus that you got. This cute little image. And the images are nice, but I wanted this part that I can use to go with my coffee decorations. So I'm going to test it out. Let's see what we can peel up first. If we can pull any up. Just like, so I may have to turn this off and come back. So I started with this one and I used my weeding tool to try to lift it very gently, and this one is not going to come off. So we're going to use the undo and hope for the best. So this is kind of like turpentine, I would say. That's what it smells like to me. I don't know that I've ever read to see what it's made of, but what you do is you open it up and then you just kind of cover the sticker. Now it's going to look like it is covered in kind of this smelly, oily stuff. I'm going to set it on here. And then once it's all covered, you give it just a few seconds or so. And then you use this part to lift it up, and it will peel it up. And then when it dries, you can't tell that it was there. It pulls up all the residue and stuff. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back. So I've just put it on there, and I'm gonna lift it pretty quickly before it dries. Now I'm trying to show you with my camera because it's not on a tripod. And once it lifts, you got to let it sit for a few seconds. Then it lifts up. So, and now this will take a few minutes and it will dry. I went and dug out a tripod to show you. So, this one's almost dry. And then I just did this one. It's still drying. So, I'm going to show you in real time how I do this. So I keep the lid because as soon as I soak it, then I cover it back up because this does evaporate. It is some kind of alcohol turpentine base. I really do think it's like turpentine. Okay. So I'm going to let this kind of lift up a little, as you can see. And then once I can see that it needs to sit just a few more minutes, just seconds. It doesn't actually take minutes. I started to say minutes, but it's really seconds. So as you can see, this side's a little more translucent. So this is where I'm going to start with, or starting to. Okay, it's still stuck. Maybe going to add a little bit more. Sometimes it depends on how old the stick, how long the sticker's been on. But as you can see, these have already dried. And the sticky is still there. So once you lift it up and it dries, the sticky is still there. So I learned about this through the planning community because people would, put their stickers down on their books and they wouldn't be, the repositionable kind of stickers. They'd be permanent. And so they would use this to lift them up if they didn't like how they placed them. Then when it dried, your book would be fine, the stick would be fine, and you could relift it. So the sticky isn't very sticky right now, but when this dries, the sticky will come back. And now we're going to let that dry. And I'll go do some more, but just to show you the first one here, it's almost dry. I can still kind of tell where the sticker was. See? So it'll keep drying. And then, so exciting. So this really, in the past, I wouldn't have bought anything that had stickers on them. Sometimes stickers will come up without needing it, and I do try that or use my weeding tool just to check. But if it doesn't come up, then we see like that. I could, that just came up. Now you can see a little bit of the residual there, but it's not too bad. Look how sweet that is. Come on. She's so sweet. I got several different little things that, so you can see this one still has, you know, maybe where it took off some of the paper. I'm not sure. We'll see how that one continues to dry, but as you can see, that one, it was on there for quite some time. So I'm trying to be pretty gentle with this and just pick up the sticker. But it is not coming up, which is okay. When I realize it's not going to come up, I use this. And you just want to make sure you get the sticker completely covered with it. Again, get the lid on pretty quickly. Just going to let it kind of soak in there. And then kind of see where it's lifting. Yeah. So when I lift it here, I can see under there a little bit that this hasn't soaked through enough, or it's been on there for quite a while. So I'm going to add some more to go under there. And it really is just like trial and error from having done this for so long. As you can see, it really does last a long time. I've had it for a couple of years, so I don't use it all the time. So it was full when I first got it. And I use this to take stickers off of all kinds of things, not just vintage paperwork that I buy and the sticker won't come off very well, a label or something. I just use that. Oh, so you can see this is still dry here. So it's going to try to pick up some of the paper with it, and it already has a little bit. You can see that. But, you know, it either didn't soak through enough or it just started drying. I just kind of keep very carefully. There we go. We got it. Now, the sticky's already back on that one. So we're going to let it dry. Oh, and to show you, here's how it's kind of soaked through on this side. So we're going to let it dry. Still sticky there. These are fun, these little cards. But I am going to try to, because sometimes these will come off pretty easy. And if I can get them off without using it's called undo. If I can get them off without using the undo, then I do try. But sometimes it's just not gonna happen. And see, these came from the same same seller, had the same lot number and everything. So just never know how long one sticker's been on. Probably they were put on at the same time, but maybe it was pushed down harder. I don't know. Got to set a little more. It's almost dry back there. Of course, this sticker looked like it had been on there a little longer. There we go. See what the other side looks like. Looks pretty good. You can kind of see it kind of a little bit through there, but we're just going to let it dry. See if we can pull it off. If we can, that's good. I always try. There we go. This one looks like it might come up with no, I don't know if it's going to pull the back or not. Okay, that one came off. Now see, it still has a little bit of that sticker. It may or may not come off. So this is my request to anybody out there who does, you know, yard sale, garage sale, thrift store, antique store. Don't put a sticker on it. Like, really put it in a bag or a container sometimes. A lot of places, like the magazines that I got, the vintage magazines, they were in plastic covers and the sticker was on the outside. Or they used, what are those things called? Post-it notes. So it didn't damage it. Note, that's just my little pet peeve there. Well, this is still drying. We'll see. May take a little longer. Looks pretty good. Let's see, which one are we still? This one turned out pretty good. This stain was already there when I got it. The postcard's looking great. Here's the reverse. A couple of more left. Okay, that one's pretty good. Now I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with these. I mean, I have a couple of ideas, and likely it'll be with the front. I was thinking about making cards, you know, with them or what, I'm not sure. But I just want to get the backs off of the stickers off of them, no matter what I do with them. Okay. This looks like it's not going to come up on its own. Yeah, I tried. I love the back of this card too. I haven't tried it with this, but I suppose once the undo is working, I would be able to use that. Let's just try it. Why not? What's going to happen is that it doesn't work. Yeah, that feels like I didn't get enough on there, but yeah, it's thinking about lifting, but it needs some more on the sticker. Because you can tell once it works, because see, it just starts sliding up. Okay, this one is, the sticker's trying to come up and take, I need to let it set more because the sticker is still pulling up some back. But the the goal is to not let it dry before you get it picked up, because then it just re-sticks, you know. Let's try from this corner. I think this sticker's probably been on there a while. You can kind of tell after a while. Doing this, you can get a sense about if stickers haven't been on very long. They usually lift quite a bit easier. Yeah, this one's gonna peel anyway. It's gonna peel some of it. So it did, this one did take some of this off, but not bad. Looks like someone put an X on it at some point. I got a little there, so we'll let this dry. Where's my other one? So you can see where the sticker was on that. This is still drying. Getting better, but it's still, because it's soaked through there into between, so it might take a bit longer to dry that part. This one looks really old. Oh, it's by the same person as that. So let's just see if we can pick that up. Very gently. It peeled off. It did peel off some of it. I think this one is so sweet. Okay, so let's see. Let me get them all off. That one looks, she looks so good. She's almost dry here. And you saw I just put her down just a few minutes ago. So it's drying. She'll keep drying. She looks so good. You can tell a little bit where the sticker was, just faintly, if you know. Still got a little stick there, which I'm not going to, but if I wanted, I could probably put some more of this on it and see what I could scrape up more. I think she's okay. I mean, really wanted to scan her in. I'm trying to see if I could see the date on there. February 18. Just can't really make out the year. It was a 1-cent stamp, so gives us a clue. Oh, 1912, February 18, because they dated it right there. So my plan is to scan her in, but also I just love to read the notes that they send back. This one, I'm so excited to use that. So sweet. And I'm going to throw these away, but if they were stickers that I wanted to use, again, as you can see, they do, you can peel them up and then reuse them. So for the planning, you know, the planning in your planners, how I learned about this stuff in the first place. I am going to throw all this away. So I use this little plastic for, you know, crafting on. Anyway, that's what it's called. It's called Undo. I will put a link to it so that you can get some if you want it. It's really good. I'm glad to have it. I use it for more than just vintage paper. All right, I hope that helps someone. Have a good day, y'all. Talk to you later.